Negaim Perket Mishnah Bet. Second Mishnah in the 9th chapter of Second Negaim. We're talking about shchin and michva. In the last Mishnah, the shchin we learned was a boil from some kind of sickness or illness or outside force, and michva is a burn that came from fire, or toldot, or the offspring of fire, something that's heated by fire. So and those are different. Why do we have to know they're different? For this reason. Hashchin v'hamichva, boils and burns. Ein mitztarfin ze im ze. If you have a nega, a tzaraat, in one of them, and one in the other one, and they're both minor size, or all too small, they're not mitztarfin. They cannot be combined. Let's look at the bar tenura. Chatzi gris shchin. Half a gris of a tzaraat is on your boil. The chatzi gris michva, and half is on your michva, and they're adjacent next to each other. Ein mitztarfin dika gris. They don't combine. And they can't spread. If I have a burn and a boil, they can't spread one to the other. So you're gonna have to use a little bit of imagination here. Okay, here is your skin, and in the skin is like on the outside, and inside the skin you've got a michya and a burn, and you have a boil, shchin and michya. I just pick colors. So either way, I have a half a grease here and a half a grease here. They're not mitztarfin. And let's say I wanted to, in theory, I move this on the side. I've got my michya, and the michya is not gonna spread. But I have here, can't grab that. Hold on, this guy's in the michya, and he spreads. I don't know why I can't spread. Here we go. When he spreads into the shchin, and it becomes a grease. They can't spread one from the other. That's what the Mishnah says. Okay, v'lo en poshin l'ora basar. Moreover, they cannot spread into the ora basar, the flesh. V'lo ora basar poshet l'tocham. Nor can the spread of flesh spread into them. So if this one spreads not this way, but what happens if it spreads into the outside, into the regular healthy flesh? Doesn't matter. Doesn't count. It's only in the shchin or only in the michva. Hayu mordin to harin. Mordin if they are mordin means rebellious. But what it means is shelo nitrap uyafay. They didn't heal properly. V'lo nikram ha'or, and the skin did not nikram because it had like a membrane. V'day motzi'im lecha, it's still pussing out. Let's look for a second at the psukim, at the pasuk where we learn about the shchin. Here we are. The Torah says, here we are. Ubasakia or bo kiyeh bo beoro. If you have in flesh in your skin, shchin v'nir pa. So when we talk about boils, it's not a pussing, it's not a pustulating boil. Gross. But rather, we're talking about a boil area that has healed. Okay, so therefore, if it's still not healed yet, that's what the Mishnah is saying to us. If it hasn't healed yet, hayu mordin, Torah is still tahor. Asu krum kiklipat tashum. If it had krum means a membrane, even as thin as the klipat tashum, like the peel of the garlic, zoit tzarevet hashchin amura b'Torah. So this is what's called tzarevet hashchin that's mentioned in the Torah. So if you look down at the end, the Torah says, if it spreads, if it doesn't spread, im tachtea tamoda beher, if it doesn't spread, meaning after a week, lo pasata, it has not spread, tzarevet shchini, the Torah describes this thing called tzarevet shchin, v'tiharo hakohen, and it's still Torah, meaning even if it's only on tzarevet shchin, has a very small amount of healing, it has that small amount of healing, nonetheless, klipat hashum, that's okay, and it's still tahor. Chazu v'chayu, if the flesh then healed, so if it's regular, if it's a boil that healed, even though you can still tzalek, it means there's a scab. Let me show you in the jastro. Tzalek, it means it's a rough scabby surface or a scar. So if the shchin healed, then you treat it like a normal surface, says the Mishnah. Nidonim ku'ar basar, treat it like regular flesh. All right, we'll stop here. Dedicate our learning to Rabbi by Father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Make it a great day.